So, David, ATD 2015, you're talking about biases and neuroscience. So why do we care about biases? What are we talking about?
Well, biases are a real problem. The fact that we have biases are creating a real issue with diversity and inclusion. Organizations are trying to be more diverse. They're struggling with that. Also, biases are behind things like the financial crisis. There's a whole lot of biases driving that. They're behind a lot of the social challenges that we have, in wider society, and they're a really central part of life. And for centuries we've been trying to work out how to reduce bias in decision making, but it's a really difficult thing.
Yeah, and you said today that some trainers are training people about biases, but that doesn't really do the job.
Well, there's a big movement to train people, about unconscious bias, to raise awareness of bias, and our research is showing that raising awareness of bias it just isn't doing enough. It's it's interesting, people appreciate it, it kind of ticks a box for a company, but it's not really moving the needle on the diversity metrics, like in organizations, and it's an interesting challenge. So we need to do more than just raise awareness. We actually need to develop strategies to actually mitigate bias specifically.
And that's where the neuroscience comes in. So how does neuroscience help mitigate these bias problems?
Well, we were able to organize what's really 150 biases into just a few categories, and doing that was only possible because we were able to understand the brain processes going on, and so we're able to build a framework that you can use to do something really different to what's been done before. And we've been trying to take bias out of people. Instead, we need to take bias out of process. So we need to look at processes in companies and remove the bias, ideally before it happens, based on the kind of bias likely to occur in a situation. So neuroscience has helped us build a map for how to do that versus just trying to raise awareness overall.
Cool. David, it was again a pleasure to see you.
Thanks very much, Dan. Appreciate it.
Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thanks very much.